Good morning, Floss Tube friends, and welcome. Today is June the 3rd, and this is my final day of 24 hours of cross stitch. Thank you for coming and joining me today and on this crazy journey that I'm going on. If you're new here, you're very welcome. And if you're returning, you're also very welcome. For those who are new, I'm in the process of moving, so I'm packing up my house. So as a part of this 24 hours of cross stitch, I'm also seeing how much packing I can get done in that time or whatever I need to do. Okay, so anyway, let's get on. I did stitch on 3 projects yesterday. I had a total, drum roll please, of 1,011 stitches. I also finished organising the storage area downstairs and I packed 7 boxes. Not bad. I'm not sure how today is going to go. I don't think it's going to be as productive, but we shall see. You never know. I'm stitching with a friend this afternoon, so there won't be a lot of packing going on, that's for sure. So let's get going. Today I'm going to show you the whips that I stitched on yesterday, and there's 3. And then I'll go over my whip go calls as well, because I have those here too. Yeah, and one of them I stitched on yesterday, so that goal is completed for June. Yeah, so let's get going. So that's that part. I did a little video of the storage area. I have a before photo and I have a video. It's a bit shaky, so I hope you can bear with me on that one. If it's too much for you, just skip past it. That's okay. This isn't going to be a super long floss tube anyway, because I'll be back tomorrow with an update. So this is, I've already stitched on this morning. This is the Wise and the Brave. Look at the robin. I am so enjoying this stitch. And I have been thinking about keeping a few of my projects out, maybe 6, and then packing my TARDIS away. And I think for sure this is going to be one of them. He's just beautiful. Yeah, so that was a fairly quick stitch for me this morning. And then the next one I stitched on was one of my whip go calls. I got 500 stitches into this one. It is The Wise and the Brave. It's a Heaven and Earth design. It's the 2026 Sal, and I'm stitching that on easy grid or easy count, I'm not sure what you call it. 25 count, 1/1 full cross. I can't do that half cross. I think you waste a lot of thread that way, and yeah, my brain doesn't want to do it, so I don't do it. So this is Reaching Skywards by Modern Folk Embroidery. This was a 2023 stitch along. I really want to finish this year. I'm stitching this on a 28 count Lugana, which I tea and coffee dyed myself. And I'll show you where I was stitching, and then I'll show you the whole piece. So I'm currently in what Jacob called September, the September part. We're only in June, I should be able to do it. And I'll show you where I stitched. So I put 500 stitches in here and here. I brought this down and finished it off. And I think I did some of this, and then I came over and started here. But I'm going to leave this out. The colours that I'm using are DMC 823 and there isn't one in there. And the gold is 3045. Yeah. I really like the combination of these. It's very similar to what Jacob used for his, I don't know what you call it, for his mock-up. Yeah, so I've done quite a bit on this, and whoa, that's the back. You don't want to see the back. All right, I'm going to stand up with this. Here you go. This is how much I've done. Can't get it all in the frame. It's very large. There we go. So you can see here. Bring it in a bit closer. I've enjoyed stitching this, but man, it's really dense stitching. And you have the option to change things, which I want to do, only I keep forgetting what I wanted to do. So I see on this left side that I haven't quite finished like I have on the right. Anyway, that's where we're at with this. I have to say, the chair that I'm using is just about killing me. So my husband said, well, why don't you stitch here in the living room? And I'm like, well, we'll argue over what we want to watch on TV. Anyway, I'm going to try it because I'm stitching with a friend later, and I'm going to move my stuff in there because otherwise I won't be able to sit there. We stitch for potentially 3 hours, and there's no way I can sit still for that length of time. Which I can't anyway. Generally, I find that I struggle on that. A few times I've had to bail because I need to get up. Or I have things to do, but yeah. So that's the first one. And this is one of my Whip Go calls. I think it was number 12. And on my Whip Go board, I have 2 boards in one. So one is, this year, are all samplers, and the other board are all full coverage. So that's what I've been doing. And yesterday, I also stitched 500 stitches in. So the Modern Folk embroidery one, Reaching Skywards, I want to keep that one out because I want to finish it this year. So I'm going to try and see if I can do that. And this is by Maximum Cross Stitch. It was a kit put together by Evertote. It's called September's Revenge. I think it was one of their first September kit releases. And I'm doing pretty well. I've done a lot of this. I've done all of the house, this flower. And yesterday I did D and E and started in here. Doesn't take long to get to 500 stitches. And this is an Evertote bag and a little pouch. The floss I'm using is Roxy Flosco. And yeah, these are all the threads. It's quite a few really. And the fabric is Panettone linen on 28 count. And here we go. So I did the D and the E and then started in here. Oh, and I did L here and finished off some green, not much. And this is another one that I really would like to finish this year. So that's another one I want to keep out. So that's 2. And my Wise and Brave, obviously I'll keep that out. So that's 3. Yeah, it soon starts to get tricky because then I have, how many? Another 3 Whip Go projects. So that'll, yeah. So that's 6. But I also have to work on Link, that character from Zelda, I think it is. For my grandson, I wanted to get that finished this year. So, you know, here you go. You just keep adding more and more. Anyway. Actually, I'm not going to pack up my TARDIS until I get the Whip Go numbers for July, because I'll start them in June. If I can get my Whip Goes done for June, then I'll start July as soon as those numbers come out. And then I'll pack up my TARDIS. Yeah, that's my plan. Okay, so my Whip Go numbers. So what got called was the Nutcracker, which I'd already stitched on. I restarted, if you remember, just a couple of weeks ago. Here he is. It's the mini. I love Nutcrackers. This is artwork by Lynn Bywaters. It's called Santa Nutcracker, and it's by Artisy. And there's 64,800 stitches in this. And that was all I did. I put 500 stitches into this last month. So I'll be putting another 500 stitches in this month as a Whip Go call. And the next one is Rejoice Evermore. This is With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais design. This one, it is so pretty. And I'll let you see my starting point on this one. Wow, I'm using, I guess it was a conversion done by Roxy Flosco, because I have Roxy Flosco flosses for this one too. And I managed, oh, I think I made a mistake on this. I believe, I don't know what, oh yeah, this is 36 count porcelain by Roxy Flosco. So obviously it was a kit by them, and she did a conversion for it. But I got all the border done. I made a mistake here. This is something wrong here, so I have to frog that out. But yes, this one will get 500 stitches this month. And this is my cute bag, look at it. It's hedgehogs. I love hedgehogs. I bought this in the UK. Yeah, and it's something that's stuck to the vinyl here. But look at my hedgehog. And I don't remember the lady, the company who made these. And there's nothing to tell me, which is a shame because they're beautifully made. Anyway, back it all goes. Try and keep that booklet off the vinyl because I'm pretty sure it came off the booklet. Yeah, off the chart. Okay, so that's that one. So that's a whip go as well. I should be able to get that done. I just put 500 stitches in each of them. Oops, sorry about the zip. I was trying to be good on that. Okay, the next one for my whip go, which is a bit, I'm dreading it basically. This is called the Christmas Fox. This is a stamped kit. And I tried stitching on the stamped bit, but I bought 18 count. And it is hard to stitch on. I have to really force my needle through, and it's huge. Look how big it is. It's massive. So, I mean, I did start it. I have some stitches in there. Not a fan. So then I started it on my favorite fabric, if you can call it a start. This is 25 count easy guide. This doesn't look wide enough. I have to double check this, but hey, look at that. Beautiful start there. Aren't you impressed with that? So this is a whip go call. I'm gonna have to double check the fabric because it just doesn't seem wide enough. It is. That's it there. I have to double check how many stitches are in this again before I go any further. And I scanned this page, this is page 1, into my good notes. It is hard to see. It's hard to see and hard to mark off in my good notes. But I'm not going to give up. It's do or die, basically. I'm not giving up. But again, that's another large piece of fabric. Okay. So those are my whip goes for the month of June. Now, today I will be stitching on, hopefully I will start stitching on Nutcracker. But the first one I'm going to stitch on, because I've already stitched on Wise and Brave, is Life is Sweet by the Love Puppet. Very pretty. I think I started this in April and I haven't been back to it yet. And it's on a 28 count Lugana, just a soft grey. There you go. Let me get that in there. Yeah, isn't it pretty? So this will be my main stitching piece today. I need to get 500 stitches in this. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. So now I am going to show you I'm going to show you the before picture of my storage room. When I look at the before picture, I must admit, it's like, what did I do exactly? It doesn't really look that much different, but trust me, it is. So these are the before photos. There's this one. And which way do I go? This one. What is that? And this one. Okay. And then this morning, I took a small video and I'm going to let it play. Hello there, flossy friends. I thought I'd come and show you what I managed to achieve here in the storage room. Yeah, sorry it's a bit shaky, I'm doing my best. Yeah, so this is what we have left. I need to back up a bit more. So yeah, so from the piece of wood there on the right, all the way to the wall is about 8 feet. And we will have a storage unit 3 feet by 8 feet. And the wood at the bottom come out 6 more inches, that is 3 feet. So this is all our worldly goods here. We have some things here, actually 2 fabric bins down there will go in my walk-in closet. The 2 grey bins on the right are completely empty. These mats, my daughter wants for some reason, but they're beaten up by the cats. And the pack and play will go back to my son. And the suitcases, we don't know where they're going to end up. The blue one, we may sell or donate, not sure which yet. So that's what I've achieved. And who is this? This is Mia. Say hello, Mia. Oh, she's got no more hidey holes down here. So, anyway, so that's what I've managed to achieve. And I'm going to walk you through. So everything's pretty much tidy in here. We're selling the workbench, and here comes Jack. Whoops. This is garbage. A cat litter trays, which yay, everybody wants to see those. And this is our sorry looking basement. We sold the couch. There was a big couch there. And we have donation boxes. I'm a bit close. Donation boxes, few things. Sorry, I'm swinging around real fast. Those few things there we'll try and sell. I've got to pack those little bears. And the Xbox system, not sure where that's going to go. My husband fixed the coffee table, which we might be able to use. But yeah, this is our basement. That's all my Cricut stuff that I'm selling. Boxes I packed yesterday. Shelving unit to be sold. And I'm going to take you through to the office part is gone. What else is gone? Yeah. We had a futon here, that is gone. The bunk beds are staying here. Jack is in here. Anyway, yeah. The cat houses, the castles, we'll probably sell those because they don't really care about them. In here, okay, so I used to have a little side hustle. I used to make chocolate. I was a chocolatier. My actual profession was as an occupational therapist. Bit of a departure from that. But in here is my other area that I hate to go in. This is the cold storage room. And it smells musty and yeah. This is under our porch. So we have some things down here that I need to sort out. There's the Christmas tree and the other part of the Christmas tree, which is going to fit in that storage, would you believe? But yeah, so now Jack's in here. Yeah, so there you are. This is my next part to sort out, and it shouldn't take long, actually. And just shift everything out of here so we know what's what, and we know this is finished. So yeah, there you go. Well, hello there, fussy friends. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I've done quite a bit of work and I'm not panicking yet. I mean, we're still on, I've got about 5.5 weeks, I guess. So yeah, once I get that horrible cold storage area, which isn't as cold anymore because it's warming up and it smells musty and horrible in there. I'm going to work on that this morning, get that sorted. I have a lot of glass jars that a friend of mine, she's going to take those. And then I think it will be fairly straightforward after that. So yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. So I'll keep bringing you along on this journey and you can see what I get done. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, have a great stitchy day. If you can have a full stitchy day, that's even better. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.